Hello everyone. So today's trade recap. I took four trades in total. Two in E-mini Russell, which is RTY. The two other in Nasdaq. We're gonna cover that as well. So for E-mini Russell, the dry and liquidity is pretty obvious, and it was clear in a long time. Externally, we are a bit bullish, as you all know, that we're creating higher high, lower low. Externally, externally, we were also bullish. The reason we were bullish is I will explain. Well, I was bullish, so the reason I was bullish, I will explain it. And it's pretty much the same structure. Previous day high, previous day low. We're marking previous day high, previous day low, key levels. That's it. By now, you all should know that. I don't make it complicated. Mark my previous day high, mark my previous day low, my key levels, whichever way is my bias, I changed that to my dry and liquidity. So this was previous day high that I marked, previous day low that I have marked. My key level is this area. And then once we take the previous day high, this becomes as a key level, and I am will change it as well. Uh, Previous day high plus key level. All right. So in the pre-market, we did took previous day high. As soon as we started taking previous day high, not only we took previous day high, we created a strong bullish imbalance, and then we retested that one. Uh, in the pre-market, right before the market opens, I actually was considering, but then I was like, nah, I'm just gonna wait for the open market, New York session to open, and then I want to see. If you're going to have a push to the upside, then obviously the drawing liquidity was pretty obvious, which was all-time high. So I was going to target all-time high, which did I pretty much did the same thing. If I change it to 1 minute, as you all know, this is the 5 minutes imbalance. Then we came and retested it. This is the area where I was talking about that I was considering entering in the pre-market. But when the market opened, we created a strong push to the upside, and then we came and retested it. This retest is a 5 minute imbalance. Uh, you see the 5 minutes imbalance. Then we came and retested it. So originally, I wanted to wait for the retest to come to this area, retest this area, 1 minute imbalance. But since the volume was so much and the dry and liquidity was pretty obvious and clear, so I knew that we're definitely taking all-time high, which is dry and liquidity. I entered here. As soon as we started bouncing, I entered here. Stop loss was below just because I don't want it to have my stop loss here. I understand this, it would have been made more make sense to bring stop loss here just because we could have still came and retest this area. That's why I had a tight stop loss. And also I was pretty light too, just because uh, all-time high was right here, and I'm like, okay, yeah, if we touch here, and then I could just be out one to one. But we just pushed to the upside, and I sold here. This was my first trade. I went pretty light here, by the way. Now you tell me, why did I go heavy on this trade, and where was I targeting it? This is the question that I answer in my journaling, and I will be focusing on that one. So this is something for my own improvement. And the purpose of this video is not just to show up that, hey, I'm taking it. It's just that from my understanding, for my own improvement, and I'm just posting it there in social media. That doesn't mean that you have to follow me. That doesn't mean that it's just the way I trade is the way I trade. Your way of trading is unique. Someone else's way of trading is unique. Just sharing my idea of how I previous day high, previous day low, key level. That's all I do, and then I determine my bias and I target that area. I just ride with the trend. That's it. Nothing complicated. All right. Now let me explain the reasoning behind this trend that I took. First of all, as soon as we did took this all-time high, and then we went here, we tried it, we bounced, we created another higher high, we came and retested this imbalance. This is the reason this imbalance of 5 minutes was retested, also 1 minute, and then we started pushing it back again. As soon as we broke this level, that's where I was expecting to this level to be broken and then this level to be broken, but this 1 minute imbalance was the reason that I was like, yeah, this is going a little higher, even though I don't see any target here. But then I was like, yeah, we can target 1 to 1, and I also went heavy. So is it good, bad? No, I don't know, but that's what I did. I'm being honest. So this 1 minute bullish was the reason that I wanted to wait to be retested. As soon as we retested, I I entered on this retest. Yes, I enter in this retest, and then we came back. We retested again on the second bullish imbalance that just created. Let me see if I can hide the second bullish imbalance that just created. That was something that I wanted to. mm, Price compare always shows. Anyways, the second imbalance that we just created here, there, this is where I added two of my other contracts, and then it just pushed and then came back. It took me out. This loss just wiped out all of the profit from this trade, so I was ish kind of break even, but I was down. Anyways, it was red, but not that much, just because this was 1 to 3 or 3.5. For that reason, it almost covered this losses. This loss almost took off the well, took out all of the profit, but was almost breakish, break even. All right, so this is RTY's trade recap. To an RTY, and then we're going to move to Nasdaq. So with Nasdaq, pretty much the same thing. Mm, marked my previous day high. I marked my previous day low. As you all know, that's how it is. Easy. We don't need to make it complicated. And then I mark my key levels. My key level is this area. The reason I mark this area is this is the retest that we created, and after that we started pushing upside, and if we are able to see it in 5 minutes, we will be able to understand even more clearly. This push that you see, after this we broke, we literally start pushing to the upside, and this is the key level that we were also I also wanted to wait, since last night we consolidated all night, and I actually didn't want it to short it right from here, just because I knew it somehow. I knew that we were definitely gonna come and take some lows, just because we've been going for I don't know how many days just pushing to upside, so we were definitely due for a pullback, and that's the reason I somehow knew that we were going to be having a pullback. I just don't know when or how, so that's why I was a little cautious to the downside. Um, but so that's the reason, the key level. I wanted below this area to be bearish, above this area to be bullish. That's it. This is the my key level. Did we take previous day high? No, we did not. So not only we were there, we didn't take previous day high, but we start pulling down. We start flushing down. So I waited for. I wanted to see if we can retouch this key level, and that's the reason I started taking this trade. And obviously it was a loss, but this is the reason. Let me give you. As soon as it started touching this key levels, we started creating a bullish imbalance here, and then I enter with this retest target. It was targeting 1 to 4. Usually my risk reward is pretty high, so I was targeting 1 to 4, um, kind of seeing what's going on here, and after that maybe a previous day high, but it didn't go up there. So something that I would need to journal is that I could have prevented the loss for this one, break even, but it is what it is anyways. And then the second trade was something that also pretty much, because we had almost triple, like four retests on the key level, and every time, as you can see it, as soon as we were coming and retouching the key level, we were just basically bouncing from the key level every time. Come touch it and then bounce this area. So the reason for the trade is because I enter on this push to the up to the downside, and my stop loss was above this area. Let's see, my stop loss. Where was my stop loss? 975. We'll see where my stop was at area, because I posted the picture on the Discord. Let's see if we have it. Or you got boy. All right. 971. So you can see my stop loss is 97. This is the picture that I took. I took this trade computer, but then I was not. I knew my dry and liquidity as soon as we break this little area. I knew we were definitely taking this dry and liquidity and then this dry and liquidity. This dry and liquidity is this area, and then we targeted this dry and liquidity. I was going for previous day low. That's why. So I went pretty light, 10 micros with that one. My stop loss was, let me see, we can point it out here. So I can move this area as well. 971, I say, right? 971. All right, my stop loss was 971. This is where my stop loss was, right above this area. And then I was targeting, so this dry liquidity took out, this dry liquidity was taken out, and it became as a key level too. So my second dry liquidity was previous day low, and then obviously all this low. And that's the reason I didn't close it here. I ended up closing it here just because the market was about to close too. I don't want it to have some random push, even though I could have taken advantage of this move too, but it is what it is. So I was able to uh, use this push to the downside and liquidate from it. That's that's the screenshot that I posted on my Discord. And so far, as you can see, enter 10 micro, many micros, and I sold it back when we came to 24,803. I sold it around this area, 24,846. This is the trade recount for today. I know I mentioned that I would try my best to post more videos. So this was for today. Take care, everyone. I'll post tomorrow's video. Bye bye. Thanks for watching, by the way.